So I ask you, Nick Fitzy Stevens, was the Buffalo Bills game enough for Jerod Mayo to keep his job this season?
Believe it or not, the answer is yes.
Interesting. Okay,
Yes.
explain.
Because they came out urgent. They started prepared. They actually had energy and game script coming out of the tunnel. That did not look like a team that was ill prepared for the moment. That did not look like a team that had quit on their coach. They did not start that game off in Buffalo as 14.5-point underdogs in 9-degree temperatures in a game where people thought it would be 35-0 at the half. The other team, they did not represent everything that we have said or believed to be bad about them over the last several weeks in the first half. And I think what you're going to see is that while, yes, they were not able to make the appropriate second half adjustments, and they also coached more conservatively, I had begged them to please coach aggressively, coach to win. Stop with this coaching not to lose nonsense that they'd been doing for the last several weeks or months even. I think you'll see ownership say, look, they obviously can get these guys tuned up and ready to rock. We just now need to either bring in another great football mind or two, or more importantly, the talent to back up the game plans that they're trying to execute. So yes, I do. Honestly, it may not be what you want to hear, New England. It may not be what you love, Scheim. I'm just telling you right now that you will see at least Jerod Mayo come back. I can't guarantee all the coordinators are coming back. I'd probably say it's more probable than not, but yes, Mayo's return.
They came out looking like a team that was playing for their coach being on the hot seat. I feel like they knew he was on the hot seat, and they knew they had to step it up to keep him around.
So I don't even know that it was the players, but it felt more like the coaches felt like they were on the hot seat with the fake punt and the going forward on fourth down stuff. Like, it felt to me like they were coaching scared. Finally, like it took them 16 weeks to finally do it when they should have been doing this weeks ago. Like, you might have won a couple more football games, not a lot, but you might have won one or two more football games if you had been a little bit more aggressive at other times. Like, there were opportunities to be more aggressive. You chose not to. You chose to be overly conservative all of the time, and because of that, it resulted in probably one or two losses that you could have turned into wins. And I think I'm curious, Fitzy, do you think that ownership said something to them after we saw, the whole Jonathan Kraft in the box thing in the Arizona game, saying the offense stinks or the play calling stinks, whatever it was, and then this week coming out with the urgency? Do you think Robert and Jonathan said something to Jerod about having to come out with urgency this week?
Is it just you and me? Just between us?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. That's what I thought too.
Yeah, no, 100%. You can't have seen Jonathan's histrionics in the owner's box or the luxury suite in Arizona last week, going off saying, like, Dad, they stink. Like, look at this play calling. It's terrible. What are we doing? And then see them being more aggressive next week. I 100% believe in the Mayo and ownership tete-a-tete they have every week.
Yep.
That they told him, like, guy, you got to stop this. Because also, Scheim, why, after being told that Alex Van Pelt was protecting Drake May from this offensive line, basically, and from his own play calling by not having any design runs, did we see 3 on Sunday?
Yeah.
And then Mayo tried to bury it with, we thought that was, that was down in distance. That was in the best interest of the football team. Come on. That's Jerod. Take it from somebody who has spent far too much time over the past 2 decades of his life trafficking in what people in Patriots Nation and New England at large have to say about their football team and what they want. They just want consistency of message. Playing the emotional leapfrog and hopping. It's like he does like analytical dance revolution. Like he's on he's like here, he's there, he's over here, he's back here. Like, no, stay in one spot and just say, this is how we coach. This is what kind of football team we are. This is what we're doing.
I couldn't agree more.